Why is it that you, as a female entrepreneur, have a responsibility and it's so important for you to start challenging the meanings that you have over your money so that you can not only have a better relationship with money, but also you can increase income at any point of your journey? Let's talk about it today on Women's Day. Hello and welcome to Dear Lag, Let's Break Up, the podcast where we make money mindset work extra simple so that you, as a female entrepreneur, can easily increase your income, better your relationship with money, and grow your business. Because together we are saying, Dear Lag, let's break up. It really sucks when you have hit a wall with your income and you are stuck at the same level regardless of what you try. It doesn't matter if you put 5 different offers out there, money doesn't seem to be increasing and you are more and more feeling the stuckness, frustrated, and without knowing what to do. It was taking me a lot to figure out why, although I had a business for over 10 years, we did fine, but money was always almost at the same level. We are good at what we do, but we used to find it very hard to receive. We were always seemingly breaking even. And even when we used to get more money, well, bills pop up. And that was just enough to get us by. Those times are over. Only after this session alone, I've never thought that I hold into so much shit that got me stuck at the same level of income. I knew I had a good thing going on with my business, but one sale here and there just didn't work for me. It has been the best decision to get into this program. Alejandra is the best person to have in your corner when it comes to money. These are real DMs that I have received since last year when I first launched Income Accelerator. If you have been facing that wall and feeling stuck in your income, listen up because this opportunity is for you. I'm opening a limited one-on-one spaces for you if your mission is to boost through that income wall and double or triple your income in the next 90 days. Income Accelerator is the premium income mastery program where our only mission is to get you to increase your income in ways that you cannot even imagine. So natural, so easy, so effortlessly. You can learn more about it at themoneymindset.hub.com/income. That is themoneymindset.hub.com/income. And hurry up because spaces are limited. Since the beginning of my journey, and I would say even before that, I was the kind of kid that will sit down with my mom or my dad or even by myself with all invoices to, do whatever with the invoices, play the admin, play the all these things that not many kids have when it comes to administration, invoicing, and money. I pretty much knew this was going to be my line of passion, and I really started my journey of opening up to change those meanings, to really challenge and redefine everything when I got my own burnt out. So when I went into the fainting, the vomiting, the crying, the depression, I didn't have an understanding of what this thing money is. I studied to learn how to manage money, but I didn't know what money was and how that correlated to me, to my well-being, and even I didn't have any idea about how that correlated to my business. Like, why did I have to know about money and the different layers and how I interact with money or how money interacts with me and with my whole business? I had no idea. 5 years of college, nobody said that, only other than how to manage properly. And I'm here to challenge those concepts and to help you challenge them so that you can enhance your life really with money. Even when you want to increase your income, even when you want to have more money, even when you want to grow your business, there is some reframes to be done. And I want to address them here, especially in today, because it's Women's Day and this is what I stand for, really. So let's say that you have already decided that increasing your income is your goal for 2023. No matter what, with your business, you're going to increase your income because it is not enough right now, or because simply you want to. Whatever is your reason that you are coming to this desire is valid, is perfect, and that's it. So that's when you start looking at, after trial and error, that it's not turning out as you thought it would be, because up to today you have done things to cause an effect, an outcome has worked for you, you have your business, you have money coming in. It's not what you desire. Now, what happens there, and how these meanings and I'm thinking in Spanish significados, but how these really meanings are shaping your reality with money, and why is it important for you to challenge them? Right now, I'm going through the RRT certification with Dr. John Connelly. It's mind-blowing, amazing, all the things that you can do when you start challenging those concepts, when you start being critical about it, when you don't take everything as they give it to you, when you start thinking as a scientist, and scientist knows that water boils at 121, if I recall correctly, Fahrenheit, like the facts of it, and how we take those meanings full of shame, guilt, or those controlling meanings that as a society and I say we because as long as I continue doing, I'm gonna continue perpetuating these concepts, how we as a society have shaped those concepts around money that have served some people because have been created in the past for those kind of people. But does it really have to harm you? Like I said before, when I started to look into money mindset and my relationship with money, it was because I was in a bad place with money, even though that I was a finance professional and I studied for this. And to me, like, knowing that on my body and on my mind, that I had to go through that, and that there is so many people that doesn't have the privilege to have this connection like I have with my body, that I know when something is going terribly wrong inside of me because I can see it on my body, my purple spots. It appears there. I have this health condition is a blessing for me because I know when I have to act differently, because otherwise I will be putting my health on the line. But I know there is many people out there that they don't have that privilege, they don't have that connection, but they are going through similar situations, especially if you have a business. Business are stressful, business create anxiety, money creates anxiety, money is stressful, not knowing about it is stressful. Like, there is so many layers that adds to really putting your health in the line. And going through this certification and this training and this different way to view things with clinical hypnosis and RRT is really bringing me back to how powerful the concept of challenging concepts are, especially for concepts that are not helping you. And when it comes to money, the concepts that definitely don't help at all, and that from the get-go I'm already challenging with a podcast, with a post, with everything that I do, are shame, guilt, and should have done better. Now, here is a little piece of mind-blowing information that we work on last class with Dr. John Connelly that I think everybody deserves to hear. There is no reason for you to think, or there is not enough information for your mind to process that you should have done better, or worse for that case. But let's say you shouldn't have done better something. You shouldn't have done better at like managing your money. You shouldn't have done better in a specific situation if you couldn't have done better. There is not a possibility that you could have done better, because if I was cell by cell, piece by piece, little by little part of you, just as you are or you were back then when you took that decision, because of course it's you are different now. But if I was cell by cell, piece by piece, like little by little, just like you were at that moment when you took that decision that you think that you could have done better and you should have done better, if I were you, I would have taken or have done exactly what you did. It couldn't have been other way. So when you think like a scientist, and when you understand that if I was cell by cell just like you and had gone through whatever you had gone through to take that decision, to arrive to that point, to have done that, I would have done exactly the same, because I couldn't have done better or I couldn't have done worse. When you know that, there is no I should have done better. Because if you when it's a should, it's I could, and because you couldn't, then there is no should. That piece of information alone is going to change your game with money. Now let's put it on the example of you increasing your income, and on this empowerment that today that we are celebrating Women's Day, today where everybody has a word for how powerful women are, how powerful innate power we have. Let's take a moment also to celebrate your mind, to celebrate and really see how powerful your mind as a woman is, and how powerful it is to increase your income with your business. So let's take the desire to go from 2K to 10K in a month with your business. You have made consistently 2K, 3K, 5K, whatever is it that you have done. But to that point, you have created a comfort already for your, income that you are generating. Walk with me through this analogy. You and I are going to a safari in the beautiful Zimbabwe. We're going for a game drive. We're going to see exactly how animals behave on the wild. And you know that animals behaving on the wild have one purpose: to survive one more day. Because when in the open field of the wide Africa comes around, zebra hangs out meters away from lion that when it's hungry is going to attack zebra. So let's think in this concept. We're going for a drive, we jump in the car and we are going rounds, and then there you are looking all the plain field. You see some wild beasts, you see some zebras, you see some bambis. What's the name of a bambi? Well, whatever, I call it bambis. And you see all of it, and you see that they are eating grass, because that's what they are doing, right? They're just on groups eating grass. But then you see that the tail of the Bambi goes up. The impalas, that's the name. The tail of the impalas goes up. Somebody has perceived a threat. Now, mine of the impalas have perceived a threat. The tail goes up to alert everybody on the impala crew that they're sensing something, sensing the sensation that is a threat coming up. Maybe it's a lion, maybe it's a wild dog, whatever it is a threat coming up, right? Now, immediately, eating stops because mind has perceived a threat. Now, the energy and the blood the mind of impala will use to eat and process the food, all of that will go right to the legs. We are ready to run. So what impalas do when they actually see a bliss of a cat? They run. A mind of impala is only one job: to outrun the slowest impala, because that one is the one that is gonna be eaten. But then, when all the threat is down, the tail of the impala goes down. There is no threat. We are just chilling here. Can you imagine another impala coming and asking to the one that started the alert and say, "Oh yes, do you remember that lion? Oh my God, you saw the size of that lion?" Impala will say, "What lion?" And that is because once the threat is gone, mind doesn't need to remember. There is no meaning attached to it. That is just the system that is useful for them to survive. Now, when it comes to humans and when it comes to money, there is a threat that you have perceived. And there is a meaning attached to that threat that for years ago, those meanings were placed to control. In the case of women, we have never been taught on a not threatening way how to be in charge of money, because traditionally women is not in charge of money. And this is why I love to see and find cultures like in Africa cultures when women is in power, is in charge of the money. In indigenous cultures where women are the wisdom and they take the decision, because it's a different way of thinking. And what I'm sharing here with you is not the truth. It's just a different way of thinking that has served and that is way more useful and powerful to change your money reality than many of the realities or many of the quote-unquote truths that people have told you. So what happens when you immediately start trying an error or trying to change your strategy or redefining just because you set the goal that you are going to increase your income? If there is a subconscious conflict that is being backed up, but these concepts of women are not in charge of money, of everything is more emotional, quote unquote emotional for women, so therefore they shouldn't be on business, or they are not good with money, traditional they have not been good with money, or you should be taking care of family, or whatever is the narrative that as a society we have enforced. When you decide to put that goal, those narratives, only because we are humans and we are not used to really understand that the nervous system is there to act certain way, just like the impalas do, or zebras do, or everybody, all the animals on the wild do, we attach meanings. And those meanings are way more powerful to trigger that emotional layer and to shut down whatever is it that you want to create on your icon. So let's say that Joanna is a mom of 4 that 3 years ago decided to start their business because she didn't want to go back to work a 9 to 5 and be away from her 4 kids. Now she started, and her husband really believed that she could do this. So she felt the support of husband. But turns out that rather quickly, this business started to become very serious. She was making it. And now she started to freak out a little bit, because every time that she would go to the family reunions, they will ask about the business, and it would be, "Oh, that's very lucky. You're very lucky to be doing this. You're very lucky that your husband is supporting this. You're very lucky that people is responding, right? And then, besides all of those comments, Joanna in 2023, they decided that she wanted to increase the income for her business. That was a decision for her. I'm going to scale this business because this is going to be the heritage that I give to my kids. I want to move house. I want to, do different things. She decided that that's what she was going for. Now, husband was very supportive, but this time it was more about her decision, whatever she wanted to do, right? Now, Joanna started to change her strategies, started to build her business to bring in, instead of $5,000, $10,000 per month. And she started to share this with people around that have been around for a while while she had the business, right? And those people didn't say anything, but the eyes were like, oh, okay, oh, that's good. The reaction was a reaction that she couldn't find out. And the first bliss of, oh, I don't know if this is a good idea, was planted on her brain. She didn't realize it, but it was planted on her brain. Now, Joanna have been working really hard on increasing her income all January, all February. It is March now, and the income is the same. Maybe 500 more, 1,000 more, but not the jump that she wanted to do. So when somebody on the street asked Joanna, oh, how is business going? How is the goals of yours going with increasing your income? Joanna answers, it's always difficult to increase income. I'm taking my time. And there it was again, this feeling on her stomach, thinking, oh, I'm failing at this. That is the internal thinking, but the external response is gonna take time. It's kind of avoiding also to answer. Now, Joanna goes home. The conversation was left there, but her sensation on her body has been activated for a couple of times more during the day and the days after and the days after. Now, she doesn't want to think about her initial goal, because every time that she thinks about her initial goal of increasing from 5K to 10K, because every time that she thinks about, the sensations come to her body. And just like in Palace, when the tail goes up, Joanna's stomach drops when she thinks about that, because now it's considered a threat. And that's what we call anxiety, right? Now, what happens? Subconsciously, Joanna has a conflict. She doesn't know where it's coming from. She's not even aware that she has a conflict. But the fact that your own body is reacting to the goal that previously you haven't reacted because you didn't know the narratives that were going to come and create those conflicts were going to show up. But now that they show up, they created a sensation in your body that is reflecting, that is sending a signal, just like in Palace, but you are not acting to those signals, and now you're worried that there are signals and there are sensations, and that creates more stress. And because it creates more stress, Joanna's mind immediately goes like, oh, thinking about this creates more sensations that I don't want to think, so we need to do more thinking about this too. And it adds up, and it continues in rampages. Now, from that standpoint of view, from understanding that there is nothing wrong with you, that the way that you do things are perfect, and that it's just a blip on that code that thanks to generations before and concepts and things that have not been challenged up to today, you are getting that error on your coding and you are getting these sensations. When you understand that, you bring that bliss back of, oh, I can do something about it, because there is something that just mine is not reading correctly. There is nothing wrong with you. It's something that mine is not reading correctly. So when you understand that, when you understand that as a woman, you have been programmed certain way, we have been programmed certain way, especially when it comes to money and business, that doesn't necessarily have to be the truth for you. When you understand that, you claim your power. I have no idea what I did this episode. I have no idea that I didn't have a script. I was actually chilling, just talking with people here on Women's Day, but I think this is valuable information. Let me know if this is valuable for you. Write me Money Mindset Expert on Instagram. I would like to know what you think about this, because this was a really like a vomit out of all the concepts and things that I think it's going to be useful, especially highlighting that today is Women's Day. By the way, happy Women's Day. You are beautiful, you are powerful, you are here to make a change and to be selfish and respond to your desires. And if that triggers you, it is time that you work with me. So go to themoneymindset.hub.com/income, schedule your call, and let's make it happen for you. Okay, but before I let you go, did you know that you have a space where your money mindset work is made extra simple so that you can increase your income, better your relationship with money, and grow your business in such a simple and easy way? Go to themoneymindset.hub.com and choose your path and start making those changes easily and effortlessly. That is themoneymindset.hub.com. Ahora sí, wealthy soul, if you love this episode, don't forget to leave a review down below. It will help me to help more wealthy souls to transfer their money mindset.